guys, it's Robert Eierweis from O'Brien Real Estate Provider checking in with another edition of the Bayside Property News for 2020. The March house prices data was released by CoreLogic last week, and Melbourne delivered an 0.4% increase for the month finishing the first quarter of 2020 up 2.9%. Now sitting at 12% over the last 12 months, leaving us with a median house price of just shy of $700,000. For investors, weekly rents have increased 1.5% over the last 12 months, with the average yield sitting at 3.2%. ANZ during the week announced a 2-year fixed home loan at 2.19% for owner-occupiers and 2.49% for investors, with its breakfast package that is the cheapest we have seen so far from the 4 big banks. The Reserve Bank on Tuesday decided to pause the economic stimulus and kept interest rates on hold after the 2 cuts made in March. We still have room for one more cut if needed in May. Across the board, although housing values continued to rise in March, the second half of the month experienced a weakening in new listings growth that tend to likely continue with the social distance policies that are in place. Buyers activity, although slower, the quality is good and property is selling, and we see this continue particularly at the reduced listing levels. Now let's review the market for the week across O'Brien Network. We recorded 56 new listings, 72 properties selling, a highest price of $14 million for a residential property and an auction clearance rate of 75%. And for the month of March across the O'Brien Network, we produced 234 sales with an average days on market of 34 days against the highest price achieved of $14 million with a median house price achieved of $856,000. Using infographics as per usual, across Victoria we saw 979 private sales take place. CoreLogic reported 572 auction results, 279 selling prior to auction, 33 selling online auction and 1 selling after. 32 passing in, and this week we had 227 withdrawn or converted to a private sale. All in all, a 54.72% clearance rate. This time last year we had a clearance rate of 57%. Another chart I wish to show you is one that illustrates the housing markets have performed relatively well against negative economic shocks. The chart shows 35 years of real estate values, and the source of this information is from CoreLogic, the number one in data for real estate. The chart shows that during the global financial crisis in 2008, the real estate prices dropped no more than 10% below the line, and it did this likewise in the 2018 and 19 Banking Royal Commission. You'll also see that extraordinary growth in prices during the late 1980s, and those prices corrected pretty quickly thereafter during the early 1990s recession, where we had 11% unemployment and 19% interest rates. But you see the prices never dropped more than 5% below the line. And of course, the big difference now to the early 1990s is we have interest rates that can be fixed at 2.19% with ANZ Bank. And lastly, some reporting out yesterday that points to some green shoots. The ANZ Roy Morgan Consumer Confidence Rating rose by 10.1% for the week, which is the biggest lift since August 2008. The ANZ job advertisements, although it fell by 10.3% in March, the survey doesn't pick up the direct hiring of staff by major employers like Woolworths and Coles, which are placing over 25 jobs nationally. And lastly, have a safe Easter at home with your family and your loved ones. Speak to you soon.